We are everyday people just like you, with different careers, different stories, and different dreams.
I'm Crystal, a biomedical engineer.
I'm Patty, and I'm a registered nurse safety manager.
My name is Yami. I'm a quality specialist.
My name is Mao, and I am a nail technician.
I am Kit. I'm a stay-home mom.
I'm Kong. I'm a community resource connector.
I'm Mei Lee, a communications operator.
I'm Elizabeth, and I'm a social worker.
Stay with us as we share our stories and the moments that inspired us to take the next step.
Hello, everyone. So nhớ sau đó trong này chúng bây giờ đã thay đổi bây giờ mình phân nhiều bây giờ mình luôn mà cho nó nhớ số phí đó bây giờ nên bây giờ phân nhớ số phí rồi sẽ cho nó nhớ xong rồi rồi đi từ của bé còn lại người của ba mình cho nó. So again, hello everyone, welcome. So I am so excited that you guys are here with us tonight. So let me start with the question: what is the greatest thing in entrepreneurship? It can what it gives you isn't just the business itself, but the person that you become while you're building it. And that is what we are here to talk about. Me and my powerhouse leaders here. Okay, so because I want to get to that, because when you start something new, you think that you're going to learn how to build a business, right? But along the way, you just start learning something much deeper, right? And what is that? Everyone's like, well, it's really not much yet. But yes, there is. And what is that? 1, you can learn about patience. 2, consistency. 3, confidence. And 4 and 5, you're gonna learn how to handle the rejection the positive way without, feeling like, kind of icky, And also you can learn how to get back up after the disappointment. And that's the best part, right? And we're going to dive into that part too, because I know yes, and I know I've been there too. And I want you to know that sometimes, you just discover strength inside yourself that you didn't even know that you were there, right? Like those things I always say, it's never too late to be born who you were meant to be, right? It's never too late for anybody to be golden. So that is what we're talking about tonight, my friends. So you guys, so tonight, again, we're me and my powerhouse leader here. What we're going to do is we're going to be talking. Our topic today is actually about what entrepreneurship skills have you learned through the running the business. And that's going to be like, talking about the new skills, challenges, the changes, the obstacles to the lesson, and especially what has helped you keep showing up consistently, right? Because let's just be honest, honey, entrepreneurship, it looks exciting from the inside, but we all know that once you see the post, you see the celebrate, you see the milestone, but you don't always see the moments behind the scenes. So we're talking about the back end, behind the scene, behind the cameras, right? The days that when you're questioning yourself, my friend, the days that when you don't know what to post at all, the days when you're actually learning something like completely new, which is what we are all doing here every day. Even the days that when you're putting yourself out there and nobody is responding. And those moments can either make you, 1, you might want a kid, or 2, it's going to make you want to grow and bloom beautifully, okay, like a cherry blossom. So you guys, for me personally, one of the biggest lessons that I learned is actually consistency, because I used to think consistency meant to do everything perfectly every single day, or aiming more for high promotion, send my education, but at the same time, at the end too, I learned something different. Yeah, consistency, it doesn't even mean perfection at all. It's not also losing time. It means that continue to show up. Even when you are tired, even when you are learning, even when things don't go exactly the way that you have it planned, right? And also what I learned is that you don't have to know everything before you begin. Same with me. I didn't know what I was doing before I walked in. And I know, that's the beautiful part about it. And I want you guys to know that how are you going to learn? You ever quit that thing that you learn it, right? But that, it's so raw. But I'm going to tell you that in here, you're going to learn just by doing, just by making those mistakes, asking those questions. They're never stupid questions. Don't be shy to ask. You learn just by watching and observing others, right? And you learn by being willingly to try again. Another thing about entrepreneurship that also taught me is that becoming uncomfortable isn't always a warning sign. Sometimes discomfort means that you are growing, you're going live, you're creating content, speaking to the people, learning new technology, you're just throwing yourself out there, right? Because those things may feel uncomfortable at first, but every time that you do something that scares you, honey, you're going to expand what you believe that you are capable of. And that is why I love this conversation tonight with my powerhouse leaders. Yay! Because, we're not here to pretend. We're not here to sell our story or just pretend or to gain fame or anything. No, we're not here to pretend that entrepreneurship is easy, because we all know that it is not, whether it's a digitally or, like basically you're throwing yourself out there, right? No, it's not. We're here to talk about what is teaching. And I don't want, I don't want tonight to be just about me talking. So I want to hear from the rest of the powerhouse leader here, who they are and what they're actually walking, through on this journey. Okay, so I'm going to bring on all of my business partner here, live here, so they can introduce themselves too, and let them share a little bit about their experience. And I want everyone to listen. Go ahead, we got a pen and paper here, jot it down, honey. But if you're really good, you have memory, not like me. But then you know what? Try to remember it because anything will help. Go ahead and collect and get all these golden nuggets because you are going to love it. Okay, so not just to what they encountered, but what they had become in order to get there. So let's get started. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Mei Lee. Mei Lee, first of all, go ahead and just give a little quick introduction of yourself and go ahead, and yeah, the floor is yours, honey.
I'm sorry. Yes, am I introducing myself? Hi, yes. My name is Mei Lee. I'm a mom of 5. I'm a full-time communication operator. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Did you guys want me to talk about what entrepreneurship really teaches you? Yeah, well, what it really teaches you is that you have to set yourself give yourself a schedule. So whether I don't have time or whether I do have time, I just plan out my day, and then if I tell myself, oh, if I have like an hour here or 30 minutes there, or I can do this while I'm doing that, then that's when I put in my time. And so you really are just the boss of yourself. You don't have no one breathing down your, back, or, keeping time for you or even guiding you. You just have to tell yourself that you have to do it, and then make the time, whether it's 3 times a day or a couple hours a day, or 30 minutes, like I say. So that's what entrepreneurship teaches you, that you have to be your own leader. Whether you're a leader or not, you have to start to lead yourself. So yeah, back to you, Kong.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it, honey. So why don't we go ahead and bring on Kia onto the floor?
Oh, hi everyone. I have no freeze. I think it had issue internet. Yeah. Oh well, my name Kia. I am a man of 4 times stay home man. So we eat to niche or to me lo valo chetia. Well, lo thật cho mình trên the you eat to ning or how lu show cho cho này that's important. That's toku. You must have like you just a regular mom, or you don't know about like like about like business, all the stuff, right? It's really hard, but when we was when I start do the business, it teach me so much that and so important about the business stuff. So maybe I can just give a little sip here, but let me get to the other lady that introduce themselves too. Maybe be mali by the hot question a komodo patient. So yeah, Crystal.
Hello, everyone. Nhớ rong số lên số tồn the nó cũng bay hoa Crystal, and I have been in my profession, industry, medical device for the last 32 years. So when I wanted to start my own online business here, I was going through so much in my life. I wanted a change. I was thinking about how many years do I have left, right? So I wanted to build something of my own, and cú yên sa có cú ô tô ilu la lùa e có hạt tiêu cú khử tô nhiệt gì thế nào so yêu lên nó cú nhiệt tin này hẹn cú ô hậu lùa cú nhiệt cho khe tin này cú nhiệt ba tin này cú nhiệt sơn gà tin này kề yêu lên được thầu cú lọ bỏ lu la lùa nó nè cú thế li bao hạt tiêu nếu yêu ilu la lùa e cú yêu tôn cho ít cho nhiệt chế e dùng đi cú cho nhiệt chế ta chỉ non cho cú nhớ luôn được khó phèn nó nè e bây giờ tàu ô hậu lùa kề bây giờ tàu xí chơi bây nhiệt kia nhiệt lu la lùa tới mà bây giờ sửa đổi nhau cái bây mua cho cái ship ba ship chơi so còn nó nữa thì li ô tô đồ cũ nhẹ lúc là luôn nó thiệt so cũ thiệt lo nhau đồ hậu lúc là luôn nó tàu bao chúng tàu là do nên là từ họ nhẹ cho thiệt bây họ thả cho bây họ thả bây mà nó nữ do about chỉ li thầu bé lò một ý tu chữ là luôn á nữ họ long tàu li cả đâu bé so con đó nữ do ý họ thả bé or nữ do rong thia do ní họ sai bé ta chỉ nó lò chỉ cho một họ tư thia or hiện tại sai bé một個或呢nó做好個bé有lò một hiện nên gì hả dia bé lu là luôn nó thầu bé lò bí nó bé họ rong li cả thia nữ họ or không tàu bé thia nữ họ or tàu li cả đâu bé bé thia li họ trở nên nu nhớ rồi họ bé lu là luôn thia so rong xuyên tàu hạt điện con có chuyện cho bé số lần số tụ lò cho nó thia cú rong xuyên hạt điện cú tàu lần trước cú cho viên cầu nó nhớ rồi show live nó thia so ở chỗ bà đi có họ khi mình chỉ số có tụ khen cho bé sự đầu thia.
Alright, thank you. Cho Crystal thế con thế trong đi rồi nó nè. So yes, cú yêu bà đi cú yêu ít tuần chạy show hỗ trợ cho nó thế cú một lô thứ tu thế cú tư nhớ hồ I live here in Wisconsin, so cú nhớ hồ Wisconsin nó for oh my gosh, mình ngồi từ trong đó. But as a profession, cú yêu ít tuần nurse yong, cú ít xã hay tia cú ở tuần nurse chứ you know you chỉ thâu này yong cho họ healthcare mà nếu như always need nurse lo tuần hình đó chỉ come on này yong. And so cú tư xã hay tia cú chỉ lo lo cho họ you chỉ muốn chú ý để chỉ thâu cú lon theo tôi là nó chỉ trong gọi đi là tôi muốn thôi you call map to you na all you have to do is really just plug in, and so I really needed that. So cú tu bu go nurse law or you call la lo nó you know cú na cho họ you chỉ muốn chú ý thế you chỉ muốn you chỉ bao nhiêu thế từ lo la lo before, so you're coming really on a blank slate, you know, when you want to try something new. But I am so thankful to found these ladies because bé tu chỉ ship only this she thought bé tao xin chỉ chế being trong gọi là bé tu ba bom đến day law na yeah for each other. We are just like sisters, and so I appreciate that because I'm the oldest daughter, and I always wanted an older sister to see how that feels like. And all these ladies are like older sisters to me. So I've been in this business for about 2.5 years, and I look forward to seeing all of my sisters here grow and helping the rest of you guys that are out there that are watching that may be thinking, you know, you want something to do something else too. And chỉ cho bé ôi cho họ lừa này bé ôi số họ sẽ cho nó chỉ nhện kiện nhện luôn là lọ bé mua bé họ differences, you know, nhện lu là lọ là từ khi nào. And so yeah, I am ready to dive into our topic tonight. So thank you so much, Com, for giving us this platform to be able to speak to our audience. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, you guys, so get heard about my powerhouse leaders here already. So, okay, let's go ahead and just dive in, okay? And actually, so I just want to say that because, you know, we all come into the entrepreneurship from a different background, different experience, and pretty much different starting points, you guys. And I think that's what makes tonight's conversation so valuable. Because we first start a business, and we often think that we're just learning how to run a business, right? But along the way, we realize that we're actually learning how to become that entrepreneur, right? We develop a new skill. We face challenges. We encounter obstacles. We even have to make changes, right? To adjust, right? We learn how to communicate better. We, professionally, we learn how to stay consistently. It's just sometimes we learn things about ourselves that we never expected. So tonight, my beautiful friends, and I just want us to talk about these real life lessons behind the business here. And these are not just about the wins or the milestone, but these are the things that, challenge us and really stretch us out, to the end. But then, at the same time, it really helps us grow even better. So again, and Crystal, I would love to start with you first, honey. So you guys, I'm going to bring on Crystal. So Crystal, just again, after we go ahead and explain to them, share your story, in your pretty much your answer, that you went on this journey, and you have had your own experience and your own even life challenges, to your work, to your runs business challenges, and the beautiful growth that I've seen, we all see, along the way to where you are right now, to the seat that you are sitting on right now, honey. Okay, so let me just go to heart and let's start with this, popping on this question here for you, honey. So please share it on when you think about the person that you were when you just first started versus the person that you were today. Like, what is that one entrepreneur skill that you developed that you didn't have before compared to where you are now, honey? The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kong, for asking that question, because it has been a whirlwind of challenges, right? So basically, be ya de chi che ge ne yin chi yong yi do be you be ya che ge ne yin yo chu mo rong li zo ge e ne di play lo yo de no mo kho e you yin yo chu mo zo ge ha de ne nyu rong li ka na ta shi nhớ cho hậu của lúc là lúa nó kề thầu của lò bí kề của dân ý của dân cầu tàu hay thì I have to take responsibility, right? Nobody is coming to tell me that, in order for you to gain success, this is what you need to do. So, ye chỉ mua là từ giờ hai đôi yêu hạt yêu oli cha yêu thiết lý trong đó khó hạt khó dùng nó chỉ chủ yếu cho nên hệ yêu cho nên hai đôi yêu hạt nữ tới chỉ trong oli cha có偏 ô xin à so khó nó nữ yêu ý khó like I had to overcome all the obstacles of people behind the background noise, and I had to like cover them up and just keep pushing in my business because I know what I want. Secondly, I wanted to take action into this business because I knew that I was ready for a change. And, sometimes confidence isn't there, and I wasn't confident. I didn't know myself well at the time. I allowed people from the background to impact my decision in what I was doing. And I was really scared. I was really scared to show up for my business. And I was just like posting pictures and things like that, which I was uncomfortable doing too. But, I overcame that. And third of all, it's like the resilience, right? Because, when you hear no, it's like, okay, is this bad or is this good, right? So you will always have days when you don't feel like you want to be out there. And it took me a while. It took me a while to gain my confidence to really know that if I really want to succeed or if I really want something more, then I really have to stand up for myself. Fourthly, I would have to say communication. It played a really big role in what I was doing because cho kế bé hài lù, cho kế bé mông lù tung neng, cho kế bé mông lù ra đá neng, hạt tia lỡ yo ít tung neng sông li cha na lớn cho cho kế lòng họ lù lỡ lú neng na yo lên nó yo thầu lỡ yo lo o ít lú la lù sông li cú lú nó na yo lên đỡ cú yo ba tàu lỡ li cha thia chỉ ta lên đỡ lo lỡ ra đá nâng của họ có ba tàu lỡ li cha có lỡ thiết li bao hạt địa lú la lúa nó có ý lú la lúa và lỡ lọ ua có dùng đồ lỡ thiết có lồng lỡ lú nâng nữa, okay? So họ nó nu chân chân chập lỡ hạt địa có bé chơi hài lú bé chơi múa bé tụ khăn mù cho đồ lỡ chạy khâu tàu tàu hạt địa lỡ lú nâng nhôm bộ li cha đồ lỡ bé có ba tàu lỡ nè họ nó nu có ý giả ua bé ua tàu đồ lỡ cho share hạt địa bé yo tụ nâng ở lỡ xa lon cho bé ở la lụa bé thì liều ba tàu lỡ so con nó nữ yo ít khó ở nữ chân chân thế nữ yên ba tàu đó của mua success hậu của lúc la lụa thế mua cho cái lo chỉ ta lên đó của chân yo cover khó hay là time management nữa, okay? Đó khó hay là bé lúc xưa hậu mà bé chúng số đầu chúng mua năng够 block số mong sư ít cho nên mà là như là ô của mà ở chỉ tàu lên nữa cú lúc chỉ hở mà bù thông là cú yếu ô chỉ tàu đâu cú yếu tỏ lúc chỉ hở rong cú mà đi ô cú hai đứa này hạt chỉ mua ít tung năng nữa mua lúc chỉ hở rong nhau cho hậu nữa lúc năng rong li bé cho hậu lử bé một cần tàu lo do hạt lo một kia ít lúc la lùi rong li lúc nó do có chỉ mua có tụ khen cho một ô cho hậu lử tàu lo do hạt có ô nên non thiệt ít lúc chỉ hở đâu có ô nè. You will not get there. You will not gain the success that you ever want in your life. So từ trong lịch của nó, của từ chơi in đan năng lo, của những chuyện chơi cho cái trong cho cái lo. So do li nó, you mua cho cái chơi, you mua cho cái hạt you sắm mua cái lo na cái you yên you chủ tàu, thâu you tàu khen giờ hạt in nu nó in nhà chỉ work lo you yên you chủ thiệt có tàu ít cho hậu cái có work tàu you tàu khen nữa. Cái khó cơ chấp lỡ, của you hai nó cái gọi bé sẽ đơn chọn trong hạt địa do thầu lần từ bí tàu y lú la lúa trâu lợi tục khen chỉ hai bé lú la lúa online nó lo ta chỉ nữ do y giả ở lo chập lời nữa. It's one of the biggest lessons that bé yo chủ cầu đâu bé tục khen hạt địa do li nó của xã yuan bảo li cả do của xã yuan lú la lúa non bảo li nó của yo chủ uom bảo li cả của thế li yo rong nè của yo cần tàu bảo li cả của thế li ô tàu cho năng or ý là li để của cho business partner nhỏ surrounding của nó lỡ họ ô li cha lỡ thêm mua cho cái lo lỡ thêm mua cho cái trong do li nó của yo chủ tàu một cần đó lỡ cái nhớ được họ bên lúc community nó mua trong lần tàu tù mua tù bé lo different walks of life tù chân chơi tù chỉ bao lù tù chỉ bao tàu tù cần tàu share tù chỉ cần tàu share lo mua chôn thò li do li nó chua nhà chú ý nữ yo lo ba tàu bé mua cho cái lo so yo lên nó lú la lúa nó nữ thiết lý yo lú la lúa ô cũng nhẹ chắp lời vì hạt địa có chỉ thà để con chân chơi có chỉ thà để có trụ chỗ có mua lúc trả bệnh sự thế con trên có tổ khen hả tiệt có mua cho kiện bao số lo có có ô liệt khó có ô tàu có một chỗ có cho kiện bao số vậy nhưng có chủ mua chữ sĩ sự thiệt ta nó ok so họ nói có ít khó ấy của có啥nên nó cho chơi cho nên số lên số tụ có hạt đến nên họ sai bé nó lo mua họ nói cho một啥rồi rong xe có cho kiện bao số lo bảo lý trả thế có啥có cho kiện rong cho có tòn đây nó nữ có rong bảo lý trả cho có ấy giờ lên nó của chủ mua lên nóซื้อ hai tòn đây cho tới khi mà thọ ra gì
alright 我转到那都对你咯crystal 那么我想转到行呢今天人我找到干那干呢
Alright, yeah, thank you, Con. Đâu có lâu luôn nung này ạ. Thầu you work for cũ này ạ. Cúi itu nè, chế là cúi itu bốn nè này ạ. Itu trái, nhưng chỉ bảo cho là lùa, you nhưng nó lỡ thật cho là lùa, or you itu you know, a business owner, you only cả số hộ số này ạ. Nếu như khó thầu thì you need cho sai biết ta xin nói ạ. Đâu nếu như mới khó, tức cái sao này tôi khen tao ok. Cú tôi chỉ bảo đâu chán đâu nhà nào tôi chỉ có bỏ lại cho mình cho nó lỡ thật cho là lo business ở nhà lỡ so confident ở nhà lỡ bảo đâu lỡ một bệnh sự này ạ còn nó có khỏi phình đâu biết cho mình trong món là của cho mình trong món này sai biết thằng này nè then you know 我就有啲么khỏi you know chỉ mỗi share là 有啲么còn拆这件拆掉了我就有去么路到咗了我就有去么病死呢 because เขาจะชื่อ了嘛 for 路了咯呢一把东古都讲到呀呢有头古 you know 到我古因去么病死贴有因去包做you know 这个政治咯比较好俾了咯呢俾么做他里咯俾么做 you know 我也古係就天天我了么做波蘭nhỏ hậu là咯呢有了开做了路học phía hay để yêu vị đi chả là một số linh đó了开做了做cái政治bố đỡ cho bé lú community họ bé lú là luôn nó sợ được có mua cho cái giống như là này là chỉ dài you know có thể có nhiên đó nó hẹn cho một trâu là khai lú chỉ gì ba lỡ mới là lú chỉ cho dù giờ thì ý tôi vậy Crystal hay được cụ tôi khi mà cụ chỉ bảo you know luôn cả luôn đỡ xong này nhở thì you know cụ yên mấy lú chỉ gì trong theo okay so you you cầu lỡ you cũng yên chừng là tận thọ không mà quay luôn món này à tận thọ biết cho mình trong món là tận thọ biết cho này chỉ món nhỏ học thông lớn như thế nào này bỏ bé thêm nông bé này à cũng yên chừng là tận thọ bé thế này nhỏ nó bé you lọ bé như mỗi ít cho cái chân truyền nó bé tụ khen chủ yếu là để bé chỉ món thua tử thế này à so that's why còn nói tí ô đâu cũng hay đâu cũng tụ khen đâu cũng bỏ lỡ hai nên cũng bỏ bé hai nên món là cũng bỏ nên đâu là hai nên này à luôn mà bệnh sự ôn đâu chán đâu giả luôn nên lòng một cái chế theo một tàu cho cái mà mình chế yêu vì lý do của tết chỉ mua của tôi kinh tết rồi của những mấy khối trong thì chỉ của chỉ tao mua you know thua tử cho của tôi kinh bỏ này ạ cho khó này khó thế ya bị hại you don't feel like you confident na you chỉ mua bệnh sự lo you tìm mua hay là cái you tìm hại you kinh cái của chỉ mua bệnh sự thì của tìm mua của tôi kinh được cơ chế trong ấy tôi know ấy nhớ họ lúc bắt đầu sana nên cái những chỉ gia tử thì cái những chỉ thua cái này thì cái này thì nó trong ấy cái đi gia tử này ạ chỉ lúc thiên địa tế nó cái tí bỏ thì lúc địa tế nó nếu muốn đầu tụ cá nếu muốn đầu tụ thiên ninh muốn đầu tụ chia nhớ chân đầu sợ được có thế na sau là luôn nếu rồi nữa so that's why thôi đấy bỏ bé lo thật cho là luôn á chị ở trong này mua khó bông xia chai còn nó thì mà thầu lúc là luôn nó thầu có lò này bé như mua cái cỡ khi cho có thế đã rồi thầu yêu lọ với từ từ chỗ nữa đi lúc là luôn cho yêu tụ kinh này ạ về nếu yêu yên tàu với là yêu yên tàu càng đâu chán đâu ya yên chỉ là để có chỉ bảo có yên chỉ bảo thế có yên mua họ training bé yên mua bây giờ you know training cho khi yêu con nó này rồi so chỉ son chai that's why lúc là luôn nó mua đâu chán đâu ya khi cho yêu ý我都有政治哦我都有保留人模贴背我都有保留这个么说的有我理解有的都做做贴可的包我都有摸病史贴有的里包的有领từ vì cho họ béo tí này nhỏ trở lại chả có lâu một đi chả lâu có những chuyện mua có ít cho cái mua sữa thì có sát tàu được mà nhưng vì hai thì có chỉ tùy tệ có những chỉ qua thì có thể chỉ một cho có cho cái mua sữa thì chỉ một cho có lú họ phía có sát tàu thế có những đông tụ tin thì cũng cho là thà mà lấy những tiền lấy mua cho cái mua sữa nó là sao một nó là sao một cái chỗ chỗ là chỗ trả số nhà là sát tàu á từ khi tất cả cú nông lợi tiền yêu vì cái tới chừng cái tế cái lợi tiền because cú chỉ bảo biết từเขาเนยรู้เขาเพี้ยแท้เขาเนยเขาเดี๋ยวไปเจอในวันละหลวงจะเขาไปเนี่ยเขาเนาะ because ไปสปาร์ตโซลินโซตูกับมูจะเจอรู้เขาเพี้ยไปจะเขาไปมั่วรงอีอย่างนี้เนอะเท่กูรงอีอย่างนี้เนอะเท่ตาสวยกูติดเสียแต่เยอะแต่กูเนาะแต่เซ็งเขาเช่ากูเนาะเดี๋ยวรู้เจ้ากูกูชีหมูรู้อีเขาเชี่ยนี่นะเจ้าเขาอีเขาเช่าเชี่ยนะอย่าเจ้ากูยิ่งชิบอดyou know อีเขาเช่าแล้วขี้ลูกเขาจงเชี่ยหมูตัวอีจะเขาเกจนะเจ้ากูยิ่งหมูnhớ khả năng lực cố chỉ ít sống thôi ít sống lấy những lực cố ở sống lấy cố cố tự sống is you still be the same and thinking about yourself you know you don't question you can nói cho lu you they can they go for cho share nhớ của lu nên cho nó na nên có nông có to can đâu show more than 3-4 times till you to can na ít sống thôi ít sống na then có to can nhớ kia cho có hạt tiền you know mà lúc này nó cũng sẽ nhớ na cũng sẽ lòng so that's why cũng tí rồi nó that's why bây giờ mình cho bây giờ you know khi thế bây giờ là sao biết cho bây giờ nên được bây giờ sống vậy thì có thể bây giờ chỉ giờ cho để tin you know perfect là những chỉ giờ để cho dùng ý bên mà là okay so that's why cô sao biết nó mình chỉ cho để thôi yêu là lúa số cho ý từ từ số cho nó nếu như nhau thì chỉ giờ để có mua you know lúc riêng mua lo cái những chủ tàu này à so cho cái một cái cho khỏi cô thả chơi giờ chỉ sợ ta bà cô sao you know mua khả năng khi trong này thế cô sao cô thu you know win trong nó rồi thả cho mình chỉ thế lựa cho cái để yêu ý tụi mình là lúa số cho nên sợ đi chả này chắc cho có không
OK 我就弄那个的有领导的被大家摸着了美丽个还大的摸着了摸着白的是吗
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, entrepreneurship, you know, um, it's a it's a step that's scary. People don't want to step into it, but when you do, you learn a lot of things. You learn a lot of things about yourself, about what you need to do to manage your time, to to get ahead. It takes a lot of self guidance, and then there's like this community, all of us here, who they have their own business, and you can reach out to them, they reach out to you. They're usually like, hey, how is it going? Or you say, oh, I need help with this, and they're usually there to help, so you're not alone when you start your own business. We all have our own business, but we run it at our pace, at our at the best we can. So if you decide that you want to start your own business, and you want to create freedom from being locked in a place where you have to drive there every day, ask for time off, like you risk time management, like you have to separate yourself from your family, and then your job. But with this, you have your business, and then you can be with your family while you're doing your business. You can take those vacations while you're doing your business. You can find yourself taking your business with you while you're um just doing basic things, everyday things, whether you're taking your kids, or you're taking care of a loved one, or you're just while you're some people, even while they're doing their full-time job, if you take just a couple minutes to like put something on, or put something into your business, you can. So let me pass it back to Patty.
All right. Okay. I guess this ends with me, and I'll give you guys my perspective because, I think when I think about skills of entrepreneurship, like I think just even entrepreneurship is such a big word. Lo lo lo, trong gọi là yun chai, thế nào yun chai hai thế, you sa hai trong gọi là trong gọi là sometimes you hai chí minh thế nào. But what it has taught me, I think there are 3 things that really stand out to me. Is that I had to be willing to be a beginner. Because I've been in my nursing role for the past almost 19 years now, and so ko sa hai tia ko ti ai tu a expert na in go nursing field ja ko tu on day na, and so to be ya khong chia na ji or yun chai ma But then, I think another piece of it, so, being willing to be a beginner again, learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that speaks to just really coming on live here and sharing with you guys our stories and what made us change, right? Being vulnerable in the online space, because Facebook is so global that everybody from all over can watch us. And it's not just within our community, but it goes outside of our community. And then lastly here, I think the third thing that I think about is really not to be afraid of failure. Because honestly, you guys, I think that these lessons go way beyond just business. It's really our everyday life and everyday how we show up for things that we do. So I always like to kind of reference back into just things that we all do on a daily basis, because I know that there are many times that we talk to ourselves and we talk ourselves out of something simply because we just don't know how to do it yet. We often tell ourselves like, gosh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go on live, and maybe I'll go on live next time. Or I'm not ready to post this or share this information about my business because I don't know if it's good enough. I don't know if people will think I'm crazy, or I don't know if people, what people will think, or just that I'm not good at whatever it may be, right? But entrepreneurship has really taught me that we don't have to be good at something to be good, because when someone out there sees us, making mistakes and then not giving up, then it gives them that empowerment to say, you know what, I've done that too. And if she can do it, I can do it as well. It doesn't have to really be anything grand. It just has to be something that, we are failing and we're okay with that. And we just have to face that failure. Because in nursing, you guys, I like I said, I am very comfortable in my profession. I know how to be a nurse. I know how to administer medications. I know how to interpret laboratory findings and vitals. And I know how to communicate professionally in my field. But communicating in the entrepreneur space and being a business owner is a different type of verbiage, and the terminology is much different. And being able to just accept that I'm a beginner again on social media, learning marketing, creating content. Again, I go back to going live because nursing doesn't make us go live, right? Nursing is not part of the digital space, although it is now. But all of these were just really new activities that I had to really learn, and so many new things that I didn't know how to do. But our business program really provides all that training and skills for you, so that although you're at step one in your journey, it's okay, because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it to please your boss, because you are your own boss. So sometimes we do give ourselves a little bit more, we do push ourselves a little bit more than what we should, because we don't have to be perfect to be on the online space. And I think, it's all going to be a learning curve for everybody. Everybody learns at a different pace, as we all have mentioned. And we all have dreams, like Kia said too, right? Dreams. And so we want to be able to kind of share that with everybody. Sometimes, being a beginner, I think this is something that we have to be embarrassed about, because it means that you're brave enough to really step into something that you haven't mastered yet. And so that kind of also speaks to like being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because growth is uncomfortable, right? Our first live, I can think back to when we first started. Our first live was crazy. Like, we were just, little chickens trying to like not get our head cut off and not think too much about how we look and feel. But it feels awkward, but when you start talking about your goals, I think it makes you feel much more differently. It gets uncomfortable first, but it gets to be more comfortable, because now you feel confident, right? And confidence, just as you probably all have heard, it doesn't happen just overnight. Regardless, we're all growing, and all of us here love seeing each other's journey, because we've seen how much we've pushed in each other to see ourselves like in our business grow so much. So I think I am just going to share it that much, because I know like Likia hay te Crystal hay he Meli hay lo ya pain ta su che pain ta I mo le na pe ta in chisa ta le na. But there's so many skills. It's not just business. I think all of this really ties into just our daily life of what we can offer and what we can do for ourselves and our families. And it's really grown ourselves, because as you lose yourself as you focus on building your family. And I've noticed that a lot of the women that I encounter are going back to saying that, like they love finding themselves again, or they never thought that they would do this. And now they're able to go on live, they're able to post and share little intimate things about their life that just makes them be more freely. And I know that there are so many niche out there that feels like, they relocate to China, but I want you guys to still dream and take that opportunity to learn more, because we always have to grow and learn. And when you surround yourself with people that are also growing with you, it makes it much easier. You're not the only one that's growing. Everybody is growing. Everybody has growing pains, and it feels good to be surrounded by ladies that make fun of you and also like empower you at the same time, because that's we gotta laugh about it sometimes when we look at all of our crazy lives that we've done, or even posts that maybe didn't make sense, but we still post it anyways. And you know what? The worst it's going to do is that people are going to just scroll on past, and that's perfectly fine. So that's all I have to share, Kong.
Right, ladies. Wow, you guys, thank you so much. And wow. Wow, kapow, you guys. What an incredible conversation tonight with all my powerhouse leaders. Yay. And I know this is what you guys all been wanting for, been wanting us to dive in. So tonight was a night that where me and my powerhouse leaders, we were able to dive in deep and talk about this, to cover up this topic, you guys. And I know that we went a little over time, but honestly, I think like what my powerhouse is leader, so there's something that yes, basically, when people are just sharing, their real experience, their real challenges, and the real lessons, that's, there's always more to learn. So I want to leave you guys with this, okay? And know that entrepreneurship, it isn't about being perfect. It's actually about becoming persistent, you guys. That's really about it. You will face obstacles. You will have days when you have questions, and start questioning yourself. You will have things like that don't work, but every challenge that you teach, every challenge that can actually teach you something. Every uncomfortable moments that you grow, and every time you choose to sign up again and show up again, you become actually a lot stronger than you were before. So if my friends, beautiful friends all over the world globally, if you guys are tuning our live right now, jot it down in the comment box where you guys are tuning in from. And also those who are watching right now, or even later on replay tonight, if you've been thinking about taking that first step, right? Don't wait until you know everything, when it's actually right there at the front of your door, right? But it's constantly knocking, pushing the ring doorbell, but you're not answering. Why not? Why do you always gonna keep your door locked and keep on closing it? Honey, when the opportunity is already here, that means it is time. It is your calling. So start where you are, learn as you grow, and honey, most importantly, just keep moving forward. Because if something you heard tonight that has connected with you, whether it's with Crystal, Maylee, who did I forget? Oh yeah, Patty. Oops, sorry. Love for you. If it's connected to you, go ahead and send them a message. If you're with me, send me a message. Otherwise, down below our picture, our name, you see all of everybody's name, all of their website, and their background, their title of what they do, right? And I just want to let you guys know that. Let's just have a conversation. Just ask your question. Let's just go ahead and explore what's possible for you, okay? This is no pressure, no gimmick. We're not forcing you. We are all here to learn and grow together. We're here to share our experience and share our knowledge with you guys, because that's what we are. We're a bunch of caring hearts with, willingly to offer these, helping hands, guys. Because sometimes you guys know that the biggest change, in your life, it really begins with what? It only begins with what all of my powerhouse leaders here decided tonight, which is only one decision, and that is you gotta tell yourself, I'm willing to learn, and that's it. So thank you so much, everyone. So 我想昨天昨天昨天从不要打我这边录这边说通常论对那不都非常少真的去熊的么还能 Thank you to all of our amazing business partners for sharing your beautiful stories and tonight, and for everyone who's tuning in right now. Until next time, go ahead, remember this, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep showing up. So until then, you guys, good night, everyone. We'll see you guys on the next slide. Bye.
Bye. 是知道啊。
Bye，先知道啊。